Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Why did the Creator made us tribes and nations? I'm sure many of us wonder and question this. Well, look no further, because the answer is here. Listen to what the Creator said. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. Allah said in the Quran, O mankind, we have created you from a male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes, that you may know one another. Verily, the most honorable of you with Allah is that who has fear of Allah. Verily, Allah is all-knowing, all-aware. Remember, during first days of classes, our teacher gives us an acquaintance with our classmates, not a lesson right away. We introduce ourselves by mentioning our name, where we live, sometimes what our ambition is, and so on. As adults, we go deeper, but not beyond what is needed. We ask what is his or her profession or perhaps business. How is the economy in their country? An update on the conflict that is ongoing in their vicinity. We sometimes ask, what unique products do your tribe or country produce and export? How is your new president doing in terms of governance? And a lot more questions in order for us to get to know each other better. Obviously, this act of getting to know each other helps us to understand one another and enables us to see what can we do to extend assistance if it is needed. It widens our view of types of people around us and makes us behave in a way that will not cause hurt or harm to others. Knowing others deeper puts us on a stand that will make us realize how blessings are variable and how much blessings you have received than others, which oftentimes we fail to be grateful about. It is also important for us to be considerate because of the differences we have, not only from person to person, but also from province to another province, and even larger from country to another country. This truth that our Creator made us to be is the very heart of what we call coexistence. Coexistence is the state or fact of living or existing at the same time or in the same place. Right now, at present, we all live in this world we call Earth as nations and tribes, and so we coexist. Here in the city of Baguio, people are living and coexisting even if they are from different types of Igorots, including the non-Igorots. But coexistence does not only regard the tribes of people. This is just one factor. Among other factors are their status in life, whether rich or poor, or in the middle class, their educational background, their professions and positions in the society, their religion, and even their gender, as to male and female, men and women, children, teenagers, adults, and the elderly, and a lot more. Time and place, as mentioned in the definition, are vital elements for coexistence to take place. Whether in a city or a province, in a country or a continent, in the earth or in the universe, coexistence is definitely an inevitable occurrence. However, this coexistence can only be harmonious if it is under control. So, what does control coexistence? Or should we ask, who controls coexistence? Above anything else, it is controlled by the Creator Himself. But there are people who do not regard that this creation is created with a purpose. And the enemies of peace belong to this type. The Creator questions them, أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ? Allah said, did you think that we had created you in play without any purpose, and that you would not be brought back to us? In another verse, Allah said, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاءَ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا بَاطِلًا ذَلِكَ ظَنُّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فَوَيْلٌ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنَ النَّارِ. Allah said, and we created not the heaven and the earth, and all that is between them without purpose. That is the consideration of those who disbelieve. Then woe to those who disbelieve from the fire. Subhanallah. That is enough to say for those who don't believe that we are created with a purpose. And let me emphasize that they are called disbelievers by the Creator if they belong to those who say so. Watch out, because there are terrible consequences if you are a disbeliever. The Creator said, لَا الشَّمْسُ يَنْبَغِي لَهَا أَن تُدْرِكَ الْقَمَرَ وَلَا اللَّيْلُ سَابِقُ النَّهَارِ وَكُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. Allah said, it is not for the sun to overtake the moon, nor does the night outstrip the day. They all float, each in an orbit. Subhanallah. This verse in the Quran clearly tells us that even among the planets, there exists a coexistence, designed and controlled by the will of the Creator. If we can see the harmony in this non-living thing creation, can we also see this happen amongst people whom science consider as living things? Harmonious coexistence occurs in plants, animals, and microorganisms. But how about between mankind? Peace is at stake when we speak about coexistence. So when this is not addressed properly, then it may be put into jeopardy. The placement of rules and regulations, as well as the assignment of laws, greatly contributes to making coexistence harmonious. Can you imagine what will become of this society if criminals are not brought to justice and not punished accordingly? Here, we can clearly see how the Constitution aids in letting peace prevail in the coexistence of people. However, we all agree that man-made laws are not perfect. From time to time, amendments are executed to make changes. On the other hand, the laws by the Creator is perfect. If we apply the laws given to us by the Creator, then there is no doubt that peace and harmony shall be achieved in the coexistence we are living. وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. If I will choose one law of the Creator for man to apply in order to coexist in peace and harmony, then it is this verse from the Quran that I shall implement. Allah said, help one another in doing good deeds and practicing to fear the Creator by following His orders and avoiding and leaving His prohibitions. And do not help one another in committing sin and transgression. And fear Allah. Verily, Allah is severe in punishment. So, we only help in doing good deeds, not in committing sins. But how do we know a deed is good or not? How do we know if a deed is a sin or not? Does a constitution made by man helps us distinguish these choices? Islam gives a clear answer and solution. If it is found in the Quran and the correct traditions of the last Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam called the Sunnah of the Prophet, then we can pinpoint if a deed is good or not, or if it is a sin or not. Comparing Islamic countries applying the laws of the Creator from non-Islamic countries shows us the big difference in terms of peace, harmony, and coexistence. The crime rate alone between Saudi Arabia and the Philippines is more than the distance between the sky and the land in difference. What makes it so? It is in the implementation of the laws. Saudi Arabia applies the laws of the Creator, while the Philippines applies the laws made by man. What I'm saying here is, if we want to experience the peace and harmony in our coexistence, then there is but only one way to realize it. We must apply the laws of the Creator. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all.